guy sitting on his butt over there. I guess that makes me the half mine. He wanted to go to Alaska. It was his big dream. Then I came along. He was 17. So he packed his pail and went. And he rolled cold steel. Couple of babies, mortgage payment, hell of a way to turn 21. His dreams of a fishing boat, glaciers and mountains, slip further from his grasp while he rolled cold steel. I used to ask him, where was he going when he jumped in his car? Crazy was all he'd say, then he'd speed away, take it down to the bar, wash away the cold steel. Whiskey in the thermos, spice up the coffee, helped him get through the shift. Miller in the evening, sitcoms and late shows, helped him erase the day when he rolled cold steel. When I told him I was moving, didn't have much to say. There's dreams of a fishing boat, glaciers and mountains, nothing lured me away. And I'll never roll cold steel. Thank you. Had to change up our set list a little bit, you know, minus that bass player. So Donnie's going to find out what we're playing as we're playing it, as soon as I find my pick. How about the Let me see if I can remember it. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Donnie had a request, so had to try to remember it. This song is like the one song I do that isn't my own. My brother wrote this. My brother's a pretty ballsy guy, just jumps into things, and that's what he wrote this one about. And it's kind of a privilege to be able to cover your brother's stuff. So here we go. There's a girl over there with hair so fine, She's in her own league, I think she's out of mind. Should just go up and talk to her. Got no ground, no pot to stir. Don't know how to start this off. Think I'll just jump right in. No time for planning, no time for words. Who's to say what love's worth? Ultrasound says the baby's fine. Compilation of hers and mine. Wonder if it's a boy or girl. Add another child to this world. Don't know how to start this off. Think I'll just jump right in. No time for planning, no time for words. Who's to say what love's worth? The initial invasion is taking place. Can you see the fear in a young man's face? First time father, first time for war. Can you judge if he can take much more? Don't know how to start this off. Think I'll just jump right in. No time for planning, no time for words. Who's to say what love's worth? Time to move on with the rest of life. Just wanna be happy with my daughter and my wife. Stumble here, a roadblock there. One thing I know, life's not fair. Don't know how to start this off. Think I'll just jump right in. No time for planning, no time for words. Who's to say what love's worth? So fine, she's in her own league, think she's out of mind. Wasn't hitting those notes quite right. Wasn't hitting those notes quite right. Oh well. Okay, that's my brother. He jumps into things. I was a little not as ballsy as him. So this is my song about that situation. Some of you guys might be familiar with this situation, the friend zone. And by the lack of applause, that tells me some of you guys know what that's like. So there I was in the friend zone, and I came up with this one. Here we go. Well, the party's almost over, and the bar's about to close, and you still won't leave here with me. Another round of last call, I suppose. Threw some darts with Josh and Jordan. Watch you breaking from the rack. this weekend as he buys a bar around. Laugh to see the concentration, knowing you take that rushing down. And the party's almost over, and the bar's about to close, and you still won't leave it with me. Another round of last call, I suppose. Threw $1 in the jukebox, give the world a whirl, as we twirl around the dance floor. I know you know I want you, girl, and I long to hold you tightly, ready to walk and hell to walk. But you leave me driving solo, give me a hug and say we'll talk. And the party's almost over, and the bar's about to close, and you still won't leave it with me. Another round of last call, I suppose. I should probably give up trying. Girl like you just can't be tamed. Too many broken hearts and lying. There's no doubt a man's to blame. But I think of you, sweet angel, and the love that's not returned, as I leave the parlor lonely, broken hearted, feeling spurned. And the party's almost over, and the bar's about to close, and you still won't leave it with me. Another round of last call, I suppose. Thank you. The happy news is I'm no longer in the friend zone. I am the 1%. In a positive light, I worked my way out of that shit. So I am living proof. You can too. What next, do you think? 72. Okay. Okay, next one we're going to do. This one's about a truck. Next time I'm in here, it'll be parked in the parking lot. It's got some issues, including a Playboy from about 1993 that the owner left in there. He left his life story in there, which became a song. Headed down south for a couple of weeks, gonna keep driving till I find relief. Gotta make a swing through Chicago, got tickets for one more dead show. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine, friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I set out running but I take my time, friend of the devil is a friend of mine. The cassette deck's a bit out of date, but I still got plenty of tapes. Todd Snyder's voice in stereo, Daily Planet, let my wheels roll. I think I'm an alright guy, I think I'm an alright guy. Just wanna live till I die, I think I'm an alright guy. Bought this rig in 72 when my last tour was through. I put the camper on in 86. It's been rolling ever since. What were we fighting for? What were we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is Vietnam. First time I rolled this song out, I played it over at the VFW. And this was a line that everybody liked there. Jane Fonda's still a traitorous bitch. Gave her voice to the communists. I got two tours of duty and a Purple Heart. That's what sets us apart. She's been working 9 to 5. She's been working 9 to 5, but that doesn't make it right. She's been working 9 to 5. For the night outside Buffalo, hop in the back, smoke a bowl. Nothing puts me in a hole. Living free's good for the soul. Baby, let the good times roll. Honey, let the good times roll. It don't matter if you're young or old. Baby, let the good times roll. Headed down south for a couple of weeks. Gonna keep driving till I find relief. Gotta make a swing through Chicago. Got tickets for one more dead show. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I set out running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I set out from Reno, I was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. Set out running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Do one more. Get back on the farm, talking about my brother earlier. I grew up in Ohio. And this is a time of year that's full of rain and full of promise. And I was back there last year and kept hearing a saying, you know, they were talking the corn. They talk about the weather a lot down there, and it actually means something. But they kept saying, you know, we're knee-high before the 4th of July. This is unheard of. And that knee-high by the 4th of July just rang in with me, so wrote this one. What's that? He looks out as the storm clouds roll, wonders where they were months ago. July was dry and it needed his soul. Now it's harvest time, with fields all muddy when it's time to reap. Gonna be a rough one, no time for sleep. Worry and wait and pray for a sun if this crop will rot. Fields were too muddy, price on seed was high. Tile broke and a sinkhole open, July's too dry. His granddad had seen it all and he carried it all through. 6 generations struggled on, now he will too. A deed dated 65, shortly after the war subsided. Between the states that cut like a knife, broke the nation's pride. He'll spend the winter driving truck, leased until the prices come up. Buy himself a little bit of time before the bills come due. Spring was too muddy, price on seed was high. Tile broke and a sinkhole open, July's too dry. His granddad had seen it all and he carried it all through. 6 generations struggled on, now he will too. He wonders what will happen when he's gone, when his kids have all moved on. Some developer will plant some homes where his father worked. And come springtime, he'll pray for clear skies, hope for knee-high by the 4th of July. Better yields and high prices if the good Lord's willing. Spring was too muddy, price on seed was high. Tile broke and a sinkhole open, July's too dry. His granddad has seen it all, and he carried it all through. 6 generations struggled on, now he will too. Thank you, thank you.